We have made it to the Great Forge of Narvi, but it is broken. So we're going to go ahead and assemble it. Now, this is going to allow us to really bump up our gear and increase, like, to steel weapons and things like that. So we'll be able to start working on new recipes and stuff. So this is the Great Furnace of Narvi, and this is the forge over here. And so there's different parts that are broken that we have to find. Now, before starting this, I would suggest bringing a lot of wood and getting all of these like fire things going, because there is going to be your first gigantic battle after. So I did take a little bit of time and walked through. So this part is over here. Now the last part you are going to need to build. All right, so that's the missing part over there. We have two of them. And let's go ahead and swing over, grab the last one, bring it a little closer. It's a little bit of a hike, so you do have to kind of pay attention to where it is, but it should be right over. Yeah, I see it right over there. So it's over out here. My first playthrough, I crafted these, so I had to like grind a whole bunch, and then I realized that you could just go to get it. So you can't actually run when you're carrying gigantic things like this. So we're just going to shuffle our way on back. This game is Return to Moria, by the way. The new expansion, which allows you to go outside and some other really cool stuff, it looks like, is going to be coming on the 18th. Just a little ways away. I love this game. I've done a full playthrough on it, and definitely wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys. All right, so you can see this part needs to go up there. We're going to bring it over here. I think I'm so excited that I forgot to mention this is Return to Moria. And let's bring this in. And then this is one of the toughest battles I feel that there is. So you can see we're missing stairs here. So we can walk over here. I'm going to go ahead and drop that. Nope, don't want to do that. How, maybe if I, there we go. Okay, so if you equip something, then it drops it. And let's go ahead and gets to our build here for wood and stone and tall. I believe we have to use a tall one. I don't think that the other ones will fit. Let's try to get a nice view here. I have to build near a hearth. Okay, so we actually do have to go ahead and build a hearth. We'll be back once we have our hearth built, and I'm probably going to build it like right about over here. All right, I have the materials to build. We're going to come on over here, and we're going to go ahead and build the hearth. Now, to build in this area, I'm only going to do a small hearth. So I want it to be as close as possible to this, and that will allow us to go ahead and build. So let's do the small hearth. I do have enough for a stone hearth, which will give us a little bit more room for our construction, but small hearth is really all I need. So let's go ahead and just build it right there, and then that will also provide a little bit of light in this area. And since we're building directly over, we should be able to go ahead and build. And we'll come on over here to the wood and stone, and then just tall, rough stairs is all we need. And we want it to kind of abut, maybe be a little bit higher. That looks good right there in order to walk on up. So let's go ahead and grab this guy now. And then walk on over, put this last piece in. Now, when we start it up, it's going to be very loud. And this is going to start our first horde that's going to come after us. Before this part, I would recommend that you have 2 swords as well as 2 shields. There's also the possibility of using, let's see, lembas, which will heal you. That's the only thing that you can get right now that will heal you. But I would go ahead and probably suggest holding that for later on. So we have plenty of light, which we'll be able to see what happens. It's starting up. This is really, really cool. You can see the fire kind of just starting to jump out of it as it begins. And there we go. So here we're about to see it. So there's all of this stuff. A horde is coming. We can see that. And so this is
Orc drums, get ready to fight.
This is pretty intense. I kind of like staying up here at the beginning. It kind of like forces them to go around objects, but they come from everywhere. So this is, when this first happened, I was as terrified, I think, as I was reading the book. So there we go.
That's all
A
you've
lot of them
got.
are like one stroke, though, so you pretty much just have to make sure that you're trying to block as much as you can, and then watching out for the arrows.
We got orcs.
And there really isn't that many options for healing. So you're trying to just kind of get through. I've completed this like once or twice. First time I got destroyed, though. I was really blown away by how it is. There will be like one or two actual enemies that aren't one hit. These are just like enraged, and here we go. All right, so this is the guy that we need to really focus on, which I think we got him. All right, health, we're not doing too bad. Now, if you hold on to the button, then you're pretty good. And the arrows are quite painful, though, for this. All right. Yeah, the goblins can be a little bit on the rough side. We're still doing all right with health, though. So I'm happy with this. This is so intense. And it's just an insanely long battle. All right.
That's one more for me.
Let's see if we can finish this goblin. Are they running away? Did we win? Is that it? We survived. And we survived with quite a bit of health, actually. Armor's still intact, which is awesome. So yeah, these horde battles are so much fun. So let's go ahead and try to collect some of this. I'll do that off camera, though. So out of room already, most of this stuff, the coins and stuff, I think I can probably go ahead and collect all of that. But let's go ahead and see what we can upgrade now with our forge now that it is nice and intact. So we can get the Auregian spear. Using an elven technique, the bronze tip of the spear is quite unique among a dwarven enemy. Armory, sorry. Good for rapid single target attacks, charged for a heavy forward stab. And charging, you just hold down. Now, you're going to need elven wood for this. Next video, I'll talk about my strategies for getting elven wood, and it should solve quite a few problems. Now, shield wall is interesting. This is going to be a masterwork shield. Currently, you can only have one masterwork item can be carried at one time. So there's different things that you might want to carry for different situations. But using this tower shield, a single dwarf can defend an entire band from attack. So going into some battles, having a shield wall that doesn't actually diminish will be very, very helpful. And then the steel pickaxe, this is something that I also need to go ahead and get for mining compacted dirt. That's going to allow us to get through to different places. Now, this is the place where we get a steel, what is it? A steel hammer, I believe, as well. So we'll have to try to find those recipes. It looks like there's a bunch of different recipes that we can unlock as well now. So looking forward to upgrading this. I need steel ingots for this, for these devices. This is bronze ingot, and then the shield wall is bronze as well as steel. So we'll go ahead and swing on back to our base and then see what we can go ahead and grind up, and I'll be right back. So here we can go ahead and start to craft steel ingot, which requires 3 coal as well. So we need more heat in order to create steel ingot. Iron ingot, it's just the 3 iron. Steel ingot is 3 iron as well as 3 coal for each ingot. So let's go ahead and start this process. I am going to have to go ahead and get some more coal. I'll probably try to mine it. I think I know of a few different places where I can go ahead and get that. But I definitely want to go ahead and get the steel going. And so we are out of coal. So I'll have to go ahead and manage that, and then I have room for the iron ingot now. And so for here, as far as recipes, there's the steel pickaxe, which I do need to upgrade. All of these pipes, gears, and cranks I can now create as well. I can now forge, but I am waiting for the steel hammer, which hopefully I'll get that recipe really, really soon so we can start to go ahead and unlock the statues. We'll be back with more. If you have not played Return to Moria, definitely check it out. It is an amazing game. I can't wait for Dern's folk to go ahead and hop in here as well. And really happy that we did so well with that first horde. It gets crazy. We'll be back with more really, really soon. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.